Okay. We now have a public hearing for the lighting district Birches. I would like to open the public hearing for all those who wish to speak against lighting district number 3 to consolidate in the Birches division. Is there anyone to speak against? Is there anyone who wishes to speak for? With that, I will close the public hearing in regards to the increase of maximum amount to improve the facility in Consolidated Lighting District number 3 in the Birches. I'd like to make that in the form of a motion. Is there discussion?
Yes. Well, I'll second the motion, so it's not just sitting there, but do we have the proper number of signatures on the petition?
I'd like to speak. Well, this got nothing to do with the petitions. We've been paying for the lighting district since at least 2000, and maybe as far back as 96. We have no street lights. So everybody in the Birches has been paying this fee, and the people across the road, across Orangeport, have the lights and not been paid. So I see no reason to have a petition for us to get what we should have to start with. That's it. All I want to know is there going to be any cost to us since we've already paid for all this, other than what we're paying in our normal taxes? As far as I've been told, no, there's not going to be additional costs because we've already paid for this. So the town has been collecting the money from us for 10 to 14 years and giving us nothing in return. Now it's time to step up and put the lights in. Thank you.
Does anyone have any idea how that happened?
I have no idea how it happened, but it happened.
I'm asking someone within the town.
I'm not sure how that happened. We are aware of that situation. The cost of the new lights will be spread over all of the lighting districts, so there may be some small increase or some increase to the rate per thousand. But we do have to pay for the cost of the new lights and the electricity.
I understand you're paying for the electricity, but we shouldn't be paying for the lights. I mean, you already got the money. Now it's time for you to pay out the money to provide what you didn't provide in the past. I don't care who made the error. It's time to correct the error.
Unfortunately, the funds that you were paying over the past years were for the lights on the other streets.
Yeah, I understand that.
It wasn't, they were taking the money, putting it into a fund for the new lights. That's a new expense.
So you're saying now we're going to have to pay for the lights?
You will have to pay for the new lights, yes. But the whole district will pay, as you have been paying for their lights.
That's not right. At least if we get the lights, that's a plus.
How do we resolve it so that the people that don't have lights aren't paying for the lights, Brad?
How do we resolve what?
How do we resolve that? You know, he's paying for lights and he has no lights. But how do we resolve
It's a
that?
bad situation. The only resolution, and this has been going on for some time apparently, the resolution is to either put those lights in, which we want to do now, or to remove them from the district. Because as the state law states, if you're within the district, whether you have the lights or not, you have to pay, and that's what's been happening there. We should have put the lights in years ago for those people.
So what you're talking about is the cost to us for the lights.
Shirley, did we get a cost on those?
I haven't seen anything.
Oh, okay. I thought we may have gotten something. Sorry, we don't know that at this time.
Well, there's an amount here in this resolution.
Okay, good. What's
It's
that?
an annual amount of $4,256.63.
And this is just for lighting. And how many properties are involved? Do you have any idea?
I don't have an idea.
Is that for the whole lighting district?
The whole district will pay,
That 4,000 that is being
will be spread
quoted,
amongst all of.
the whole lighting
Yes,
district, not
correct.
just the Birches?
That's
Yes.
correct. Well, the Birches is one whole district.
It's
No.
considered-
Our lighting district includes the one across Orange.
It's,
You're saying you're
Oh, these are the
redefining?
subdivision, yeah, but the one district I'm talking, yes, one full district includes the people across the street also.
Okay, so it's not just the Birches you're gonna pay, it's
No,
the
I'm
entire...
sorry, Ms. Swope, yes.
Okay, all right, that's not bad.
We do have a second for this resolution to incorporate the lighting district in the Birches.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Mr. Jennings?
Yes.
Ms. Simbrano?
Yes.
Mr. Coro?
Yes.
Ms. Boyke?
Yes. Number 9 is to set a public hearing date for the proposed local law amending Article 3 of the Chapter 58 for the animals of the town code to provide dog licensing and identification requirements of the town clerk's office. Tracy, do we set that date?
November 10th or November 24th, whatever.
Whichever's convenient. Well, the 24th will still give us plenty of time, correct?
Yes, January is when it goes into effect, so whatever the town
I would
board.
make a motion for the 24th of November to set the public hearing date.
Second.
Is this proposed language on file with your office so that people can come and look at it?
Will you be putting
Is it on the website?
No, not at this time.
Okay.
You gonna put it
It
up?
can be.
Pardon me?
It can be.
Okay. I think we're going to pass it, so if one of you do, I'd like to request it go on.
Very good. Mr. Conway?
Can I ask one question?
Of course.
Are we gonna license cats too? Wow, that was in one of the letters we got the other day. Yes.
No, not at this time. Mr. Jennings?
Yes.
Ms. Simbrano?
Yes.
Mr. Coro?
Yes.
Ms. Boyke?
Yes. Number 10 is to set a public hearing day for the preliminary budget and fire protection contracts. It's being set for Wednesday, October 27th at 6 p.m. And that would be prior to the town board meeting. The town board meeting would follow immediately after the public hearing. That's in the form of a motion.
Second.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Mr. Jennings?
Yes.
Ms. Simbrano?
Yes.
Mr. Coro?
Yes.
Ms. Boyke?
Yes. Item number 11 is the approval of the settlement regarding the Cobblestone Apartments assessment. This is a special assessment that required a reevaluation. And Brad, if you could speak to that, please.
Yes, thank you. There are 4 parcels included in this settlement. They're apartment homes. We reviewed the income and expense of the property owner and came up with a valuation that does support a reduction. But we're not paying any refunds for 2009, and we're hoping, depending on the timing, to correct the January town bill. What we're looking at for the town is approximately a reduction in taxes we would have collected of about $2,300, so it's not a huge amount. Also, the highway would be affected. That would be about $3,700. But we work closely with the school district attorney and our attorneys, and we feel that this is a good and reasonable adjustment.
Say the numbers again, Brad. Reduction of 2,700
For the town itself, for the town tax.
Ray, just, I don't mean to interrupt you. Is this, Brett, is this a matter that's still, is it still pending litigation?
It is.
It's still?
Yes, we're asking for the go-ahead from the board.
If it's a matter that's pending litigation, I think it's a matter that perhaps this discussion would be an executive session type of matter, because whatever we discuss on the record could affect the litigation aspect of the case, because perhaps this board won't agree with what we have in front of us, which is a memorandum from our attorney. It's just personal and confidential.
That's true. If we get into any details, we need to go into executive session. Until you decide you want to approve the stipulation.
But I think until the board, any discussion relative to this pending litigation should be discussed in executive session until we agree to settle the matter
Yes.
amongst us. No, I just want to make, I didn't mean to cut you off, Brad, too. I just wanted to. So perhaps, maybe that is a suggestion, maybe if you want to defer this and go in executive session at the end of the meeting. I don't know.
I think we should do that because we will be going to executive session, so we will defer this until that time.
Right.
Thank you.
Yep.
Wow. Chief?
Yeah, I'm asking the board for approval to hire Andrew D. Girolamo in the police department part-time at a rate of $16.52 per hour. Effective date will be October 15th, 2010.
Can you speak a little bit to the justification of this position, please?
Yes, back in August 31st, our full-time Sergeant Andrew Shear retired, leaving a vacant full-time position within the department. In the best interest of cost-saving strategy to reduce costs to the police department and not replace Sergeant Sears' position this year or next year, it would require us to look at hiring additional part-time officers to fill vacant spots that are left for vacation spots. I gave the board a memo, justification memo on the hiring of